They are officially official, the Google Pixel 4 and the Google Pixel 4 XL. What are the 5 top features and upgrades from last year's models? Unsurprisingly, Google has pushed not only the hardware options, but also all the software upgrades. Although a fantastic upgrade in the hardware department are the screens on both of the phones. The Pixel 4 getting a full HD screen and the Pixel 4 XL getting a quad HD screen, both of those AMOLED, and importantly, both of those now run 90 Hz displays. That's important not just for the Pixel phones, but also for Android in general. That means now that Google will focus heavily on upgrading the Android operating system in general so that it runs optimized for 90 Hz displays. Even though the phone features quite a large forehead at the top, there's no notch, so you do get a uninterrupted display. And Google have packed a ton of features in that forehead, including 3D face unlocking technology, which can also be used for payments. And also Soli, which is miniaturized radar that allows for motion sense. Google showed off motion sense, and of course, because it's a new technology, it is not going to be extremely feature rich right now. Features at the moment are limited to swiping over the device, turning off alarms or alerts. Google also mentioned you could change the volume of the alarm just by making a gesture over the phone, which is pretty cool. Motion sense is also used when picking the phone up to turn on the screen and ready it to unlock the phone using the 3D face unlocking, because there are no other sensors for biometrics on the device. There's no fingerprint sensor on the back or under the screen, so you will have to use face unlock technology. However, this is largely upgraded and is in line with what we see on the iPhone. It's not a Pixel phone unless it has fantastic imaging capabilities. The hardware and, importantly, software have both been upgraded. In fact, they keep a 12 megapixel sensor for the main camera. They've added a telephoto lens, and there's also laser autofocus there too. What they've left out is an ultra wide camera. Google said in the keynote that they think that a 2x zoom lens is more useful than an ultra wide lens, which a lot of people just don't agree with. Whether you prefer a zoom or an ultra wide is obviously up to you. The 2x zoom is used for portraits. If you want to take portraits, you have to use the 2x zoom lens. You can't use the main lens to take portrait shots anymore. But really, it's all about the software improvements and also the Pixel Neural Core. The Neural Core is an image processing unit inside the phone. It's a bit of hardware that does all the heavy lifting when it comes to image processing, for example, night shot and just general HDR shots. It also enables dual exposure controls, which looks like a really great feature. You can change the exposure of the highlights and the lowlights separately when taking a photo. This means when you're taking your photos in that classic bright background sort of environment, you can actually turn down the exposure of the background and turn up the exposure of your dark face and try and get a better looking photo. Of course, we'll see more in the coming weeks just how good this camera is, although a lot of people will be slightly disappointed that there's no ultra wide. Google also showed off the new Google Assistant, which looks to have been improved immeasurably from the last time around. You can now talk to the Assistant just like a conversation. Call the Assistant one time and then give it a series of commands, and it will carry out all of those commands one after the other. It can also transcribe audio in real time without a network connection. So that's it. The Pixel 4 and 4 XL are official. Snapdragon 855, dual cameras, OLED screens with 90 Hz, the Neural Core for image processing, and a stock Android experience. Subscribe for more of the latest tech news. That's it for now, but I'll see you in the next one.